today's video, I want to talk about the Oracle Recyclebin. So the Oracle Recyclebin is very similar to if you're familiar in Windows or in a Mac desktop, and you've got the trash bin or the recycle bin, and you drag your files there, and they're deleted, but they're not really deleted. It's just put in a place where they could eventually they would disappear from your main view of the files, and at some point, if you have some sort of retention policy set up or something like that, they would be removed. And that's what the recycle bin is for. So in Oracle, this was a feature that was introduced in the 10G, and it provides a way to manage or recover dropped objects. So what happens is when you go to drop the table or view, it's not really dropped. All that really happened is that the metadata gets moved to a place where you can't see the objects normally, but they're still there. And what you can do is you have the ability to pull those objects back if you need to. So the dropped object and its dependent objects are retained in the recycle bin until they are explicitly purged by a DBA or automatically purged by the database according to a configured retention period. And we're going to talk about what those defaults are and things like that. And this can be very useful in cases where something gets accidentally dropped, or you've got a case where something got dropped, but you didn't realize that you were going to need that data in that table, or for some emergency that came up, and just provides a way to retrace your steps and have a fallback in case you screw up and you need to get something back. So instead of having to recreate the object from scratch, and the object and its dependencies can be recovered from the recycle bin. And there's commands that you can do, such as flashback table, in order to pull that object back and be able to work with it again. Additional information I thought was important to state. So the recycle bin is actually enabled by default, starting with Oracle 10 database version 10. And Oracle can restore objects in recycle bin with the flashback table command. We're going to go over that in a minute. And it's only available in the Database Enterprise Edition and Standard Edition. So it's not available in the free version of Oracle or the XE version of Database. The default retention is actually set to unlimited. So if you're not aware, you could have objects building up in your recycle bin forever. Even though you've dropped the table, you're still using up space in your table space where the objects were originally created. So to adjust this, you just run an alter system command, and you can set your recycle bin retention to whatever days you want. In this case, it's saying 7 days. And there is a background process that maintains whatever your retention policy is, called the recycle bin worker. So it's responsible for managing that. So what would happen is if you set your recycle bin retention to 7, everything would be purged after 7 days by this process. And then you've got recycle bin parameters. So the recycle bin itself controls whether or not the recycle bin feature is enabled or disabled. Recycle bin retention, we already discussed above. And recycle bin size sets the minimum size of the recycle bin in bytes. All right, let's take a look at a few of the commands that allow you to control this recycle bin. So first up is the purge recycle bin command. And that's going to remove everything from the recycle bin according to the parameters you have set for the recycle bin in terms of your retention. And this force option here is, let's say that it allows you to force through the purge, even if someone has like a lock on the object or something like that, which is going to be extremely rare for something that's in the recycle bin because most people don't even know things are there. Then we've got the restore command. So flashback table is the way to restore a table that's been put into the recycle bin via the drop table command. And the most popular option is to before drop, but you also have the option to flashback the table to a particular point in time. Now, this is going to be limited by how much undo space you have. Like you could, let's say you had undo space configured such that you can keep like 12 to 24 hours of changes in queue, basically. Well, then you're going to be limited to that, and in most cases, you're going to have just that, like a day or something like that max. Otherwise, it requires a huge amount of space. But you could potentially restore to a point in time in the past. And there's a flashback query command in Oracle as well. So you could actually select as of a certain timestamp. And that's also dependent on what you have configured for undo. In order to use flashback table, you have to have the flashback system privilege. And like I said, undo segment sizing is very important in terms of how far you can go back in flashback table. And if you needed to view the recycle bin contents, you could use this query here where you select from recycle bin. And there's other attributes here, but these are probably the ones you're most interested in. The object name, the original name, and the drop time. And that's it for today's video. I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Hey, add your questions below. I mean, let's please take advantage of the fact that this channel is very small right now. There's only, less than 100 people. Hopefully we'll get above 100 at some point, but you guys are an exclusive group right now, so take advantage of being able to ask questions and getting them answered in a timely manner. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.